Half elf hour.
Trying to like listen to what was going on. Such a good movie. Yeah. This is like pre 9/11, so. I brought my own mic because I'll probably destroy it.
Ja, stop maar.
Er lopen ook heel veel mensen voorbij.
Lula.
Ja.
Okay, basically decided to agree to disagree.
The first guest is our first guest.
Perhaps they are summoned to my gigs to ask to do the same. And after some years I thought like, you should study, you're intelligent. But I thought like, I can't stamp things in my head. Like for woodcuts, for like all the things that Islamic people in the newspaper, and hanging these woodcuts in public space, that felt really like, oh, this is going somewhere. But it was not about the image, more like doing the action in public space. Like people see these images and like, what's the meaning of these images? Society. Well, good. They invited artists to give these people something to do on location. Yeah.
Our next guest is not just one, two.
iPhone or cell phone, so I didn't make a photo. So and that doesn't get a lot of funding, but has a relatively cheap building. In a squad, and there was a very important squad where there was a printer and a publisher. Knust is not vegan. They always called it like happy little accidents.
Or artists came along. Mm-hmm. I was wondering, do you ever refuse to print something? Do you get impressed?
Yes,
This guest is a strong believer in the power of images.
We're talking about printmaking, art. He pursued a career as an artist.
Must the bubble.
Yes.
What country would Jesus bomb?
The idea struck, and that was another bubble right here to this guy. We're gonna
Geert Wilders, and it was in the newspapers. By Ivy Cash, what's in the name? The money, lots of stuff. By Shepard Fairey. It's the original exhibition. I'm not sure if it fits the Hague, we can try it though. Family holiday on the island of La Palma. Reprint using the tools, the skills, or the keys.
En het overleven en
Dan heb je dus die zetsen zijn al niet meer officieel, maar in Amerika zie je heel veel mensen erop schrijven, stemmen.
Ja.
dan naar buiten. Dat zijn de mensen weer aan het nee, niet doen.
Te laten zien, zeg maar, wat wij nu doen met emoties, werd daar ook al met symbolen gedaan. Dus om ook die verbanden te leggen, maar ook vanuit andere culturen.
Bezig zijn is loslaten te aanvangen.
Kijk, kennen jullie elkaar? Het gaat beter dan ik dacht.
Greta Thunberg, let's get back to the real world of art and activism in print. Stop and dubio.
Zwarte Piet. Geert Wilders. The idea of electronic visual printers. The industry has divested from these technologies up to the point of building their own cameras. Printing, we see it's a worldwide movement, a network. There exist several dozens of them in all continents. Media experimentation versus message or form and content, but psychology degree or social work degree in order to engage, but you just do it. I think that's also something that we're currently seeing. I clearly also see an initiative, printmaking initiative like the Boog in Rotterdam. Resulted also in a new aesthetic and modes of publishing. And I would say, and I'm just repeating what was said in the conversation with Knus, printmaking or activities or career. I made a punk fanzine when I was 13 years old. I think the classic. I'm thinking of the classical punk scene where you go half drunk into a punk concert and you barely register what is happening there, and then in your drunkenness you go to the typewriter at night and you you cut out some tabloid newspapers and your half-drunken memories of the concert, you paste it together, you get up in the afternoon the next day and you just have enough energy to go to the copy shop and make 20 copies of it, and then in the evening you go to the next punk concert to distribute your zine, right? This is the kind of classical note, like Sniffing Glue or these early punk zines. There's not only the printmaking, but in the art system, way of alternative to the art system, normally not come into an art space in order to kind of rethink what actually art can mean for society, and then say publishing is something that we find is a more democratic concept than art.
Block music.
It is, it's a little bit polemical, but used by all. This is from 1964 to commons models. And this is exactly also what it was addressed by Von Gruber at Documenta 15. I think it's not the only way of addressing this, but it's part of a bigger problem. And then George Soros will finally pay you to do your anarchism.
She mirrors the minds of men with true feminism.
A role model, you mean concerning my work?
Yes, with your work or through your work, or who were your role models?
Who were my role models? Represented or presented.
Okay, so...
But the role models...
Yeah.
The 90s, and it was about subconscious. With 10 slides and one by one, but then I thought, no, I want to make a setting like it's my studio.
This is your world.
What's my inner world? Or
yeah. A huge collection of images.
Yes, in my studio I have a huge collection of images and books, of course.
Yeah. Okay. And house or
that's how I started. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was in the 90s, and that's how it started. And I had an iPhone. Then it was very weird. I think very weird. Being exhibitionistic, you're staging yourself as a sex object, being sexual, instead of being sexualized by others.
Yeah.
The women, social media, was also in the media.
I guess, do you call them self-portraits, or how do you...
Yeah.
This is my diary. What kind of questions do you get?
I don't know, yeah. Great statement, I'm sorry. There were women writing me who were inspired, and that's why I started to spread. Then, yeah.
Okay, so are there certain countries where you are more popular? Or
Let's connect to Carol Wells.
Okay, let's see if she is really awake. Because the time in Los Angeles is how many hours difference?
9.
Hello? Carol? Are you there?
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol. We can see you. Hello? Hello?
I think she's muted.
Typical analog digital battles.
hear us?
I hear you.
Hi, Carol. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're sounding very far away. Hi, is this Kevin? Your mask. It was one of the few photographers that the students let in. They have no idea how many were really made. They were just producing them. So this first one is kind of one of the iconic ones of the police with the baton. They didn't use guns like the United States had to work against, used against demonstrators, but they bashed a lot of people's heads in. And the helmet that they used screens in this ring. I actually met the artist and looked at. This was first time do I have, and I will figure it out from there. So these are these. Take care of each other.
Thanks to you, Jan, all the way in the back. Thank Oh, voor de bijgang?
Ja. Nou, dat is niet meer zo.
Maar wil je nog iets in de beschrijving?
Nou ja, wel iets.
2012 when
Bloody Horn. 1974, Hoge Zand. Met grafisch werk. In de Bree, zeggen jullie dit nog wat? Heb ik ook hangen. Zeggen jullie wat? Dirk de Herlijn? Ja, ook wel overleden.
Ja, ik ben er, joh.
Ja, zijn computertje weigerde. Dat was de tijd van de computers. Je mocht hier ook niet roken, toch? Mag je nou ook niet meer. Ja? Nee. Maar ik zie dat jullie jong zijn. Nee. Maar je snapt wel wat ik bedoel, je weet hè?
Ja.
Doorgaand.
Dankjewel. Er zijn een paar mensen die we natuurlijk moeten bedanken. Oh, nog niet. Oké, we doen eerst de taart. We doen eerst de taart. Nu voor de bier. Tasje.
Tasje.
Dan hebben we...
Jezus is ons voorbeeld met dit project.
Ik was gisteren 72 geworden. En nou komt de ziekte, ik heb gezegd, nou, zo zijn wij. Dat is heel vermoeiend. Ook voor mij. Ik zo begrijp, ja, ik begrijp het ook wel.
kleur zet. Ja, even op sigaret of een beetje, ja, heerlijk. Genieten? Ja. I love it. Veel plezier.